today we have a lovely guest with us who, let's just put it that way, she's rhythm blessed, she's Bali tanned, she's newlywed, but she's incredibly talented. None other than Lauren Gottlieb.
Let's start right now.
Yeah.
I haven't said that out loud yet, but that is so funny, no?
That's insane.
Yeah.
Subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss another update from India Forums.
As we've already discussed, right? हमने already बात कर ली थी कि what are we going to do, and of course we have the lovely Lauren, right? And you see, this is what I'm talking about, right? Even when she's just doing this, there's grace.
Well, you said we were dancing today, so
Yeah.
I was like, let's start right now.
Yeah, but that's just so inherent to you, right? And people like us, we are trying to just have the wrong foot, the right foot, and God knows what all things.
I don't know. You could be conning me right now. You could be
Yeah.
a fab dancer, and like
No.
I don't know what I'm in for right now.
You know,
right?
I think people are gonna people are just gonna get a reality check, or I'm gonna. So I dance, but I don't dance that actively.
Okay.
Yeah, there was
Yes.
a time I used to dance a lot, but just stuff has taken over. I don't know why.
Ooh.
Yeah, lovely. So, okay, just let's, even before I get to the credentials and what are you going to teach us, let me know how important is stretching.
Oh, he's
Hai na?
going to the basics. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
That's actually the coolest thing I've ever heard. I thought we were just gonna get right into it.
Yeah.
How important is it? It is the most important part. So as I'm explaining why, let's go ahead and start stretching.
Like this.
I'm
Yeah.
like this. And then you're gonna go up and over and stretch.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna
Yeah.
go around, because you have to warm up your body fully, or
Right.
else as you get older, things start breaking.
I'm old already, but we get it.
And you go to the so we try to avoid these things.
Yeah.
And we're gonna stretch our necks out
Oh,
and the
okay.
other way. And this is like a crash course right
Yeah,
here.
of course. Yeah.
Super crash course.
Lovely.
And then we're gonna squat.
We get a
down.
squat. Yeah, that's, I think,
Ooh, I don't know. Did you just hear my hips?
The crack?
Yeah.
No, I
crack,
don't think
crack,
so.
Crack. Oh, ready? Wait, listen.
Oh my God, I did
No, that
hear
was basic. I could do
Yeah.
better than that. And you're gonna go all the way over, touch your toes. Oh my goodness, didn't know we were doing this today. And bounce, bounce,
Yeah.
bounce. Why? Just because I think it's funny.
Of
That's
course,
about it.
of course, yeah.
And
Just
then
little
you
twerking while
roll
we're doing
up. And then just random, because we're here together. Let's
Yes.
hold hands and let's
Okay,
do a
I'll
bouncing
do this.
thing.
Okay, I'll go with the opposite
Yeah.
leg. Yeah, this is
Can you do it? Can
Of
you
course,
balance?
yeah,
Can you
I-
balance? Can you balance? What if I'm
that
falling
much.
off? Whoa!
That
Look
much.
at your
That
center. Okay, do the opposite.
yeah.
This isn't normally what we do, but it's fun.
Yeah,
it's the
it's fun,
internet,
it's
so
fun.
why not?
Why not?
Ooh, you got a good
Not
center.
bad. Not bad.
And I think that's a good crash course right there.
Lovely. Because I keep talking about stretching is never, touched upon enough.
It's not, and actually I started doing workshops this year because I feel I've gotten so much love and so much support in India, and I'm like, okay, I need to give back and I want to teach people what I've learned. And that is one of the biggest things that I go into my classes and I go and do like a 30-minute long warm-up.
Lovely.
And these guys have never done it before.
Of course.
Which to me, in my training where I come from, is a crime.
Of course.
It's
yeah.
a crime. So I love that you brought that up, because it is the most important thing. Because also, if you're not like in touch with your center, the second you start doing fast things and you turn, you're not going to be tapped in.
That's true.
And my hair has gone for a toss.
Lovely, lovely. But this is because I keep going back to stretching again because this warms you up as it's supposed to.
Yes.
But as you mentioned, no, people are not used to it.
I know.
People are not, and people are like, ho gaya yaar, already we are done with it.
Yeah, because you want to get onto the fun stuff and the choreography and then shooting your videos. But this is what it takes to become great. So
fabulous.
Good on you.
Yeah,
That's
I love
amazing.
it. Chalo, I'm good. I'm already approved enough by Lauren before we even get to the actual bit of it.
Right.
So lovely. Let's just start. You can just move on and let me know. What should I have? What do I have to do? What is going to be in the realm of possibility enough for me to be done?
So I have no idea, but that's what I love the most is we just go with the flow. And I think when I came in and I saw how you were dressed, it gave me some inspiration.
Right.
And I think we do some locking.
Sure.
And we do some grooves and stuff.
Absolutely.
1,
Yeah.
2,
And up.
and down.
Down.
Ooh, I
All right.
love it.
All right.
I love it. Okay, from there, can we go on?
Of course we can go
I'm just
on, yes.
getting inspiration. It's just coming to me.
As long as I remember it.
I know you're doing great. You're going to push back and
This way.
out
Out. Oh, this way.
and
And
forward
forward.
and again roll and sit.
And sit.
So you're going lock
Lock.
and up,
And
boom,
this.
boom,
Boom.
huh, push it,
Push it
boom,
out.
and oh my God, he's so good. You took dance lessons.
No, I haven't. I genuinely
You're
haven't.
lying. You're
I
absolutely
genuinely
lying.
haven't.
You're absolutely lying. I don't believe you. You're
No,
a liar.
I haven't.
You're a liar.
I
You're
haven't,
lying.
I haven't.
Okay. So from here,
Yeah.
you come forward,
Forward.
again, boom, and
Huh?
What should we do now? What should we do now? Let's be cool and do like a little walkout. You know, when you're like, hey, hey, whoa.
Just freak around. Just freak around, right?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Lovely.
So we just went around 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
What should we do now?
I think, firstly, to be able to do this much is going to be a task.
Oh, that's it. I'm thinking full performance. I'm thinking we're going on Chalak.
Yep.
We're shooting this.
She's already prepping and making sure that I'm ready for at least like 4 odd performances later, where I can at least boast enough that Lauren taught me this.
Sorry. He's getting it so quick. I'm like, let's do a full song.
Lovely.
No,
lovely.
let's do this.
Yeah, let's do
You
this.
sweating a little bit? Am I
Yeah.
making you nervous?
No,
Am I making
I'm
you
good.
nervous?
I think it's just general, right? My body type is such that I'm just going to keep sweating.
I love it.
But
You're
yeah.
kicking ass.
Lovely.
Here we
Chalo.
go. Wait, how do we start?
We start with this one.
That was a test.
Yeah?
Not really. I kind of
Nah,
forgot.
you're going to forget. If Lauren forgets, like what? She's done the most craziest things. I don't think she's going to forget.
Nah, sometimes it happens.
Lovely, of course.
And a 5, 6, 7, and boom, boom, point, up and sit, through and woo, and boom, 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 and sit.
And sit. Oh, I forgot that.
Out.
And this.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to do one more thing with you.
Yes.
Because it just came to me. So
Okay.
we're like out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at me. And let's go step. So step-
Behind.
No,
No,
step.
the forward one. Okay.
Yeah. And boom.
Bang. Okay. Okay. Got it.
Boom, ha, dia, ha, boom. Because I want to connect with you because
Yeah.
you're good. And then 8.
That was so cool.
Nice, right?
That was very cool.
Can we do it once more? Because you're
Of
kind
course.
of kicking ass.
Of course. Lovely.
Will
We
you
can
try
keep doing
to
it.
count it out with me?
Absolutely.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
And a
5,
6,
6, 7, 8.
and
One.
boom, dita, shoop. I messed up.
And this one.
I don't understand how.
No, this is good. This
I
is
messed
that, and that.
I messed up. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what's happening.
We're gonna edit it.
No, it's
We're gonna
fine.
never let
Keep
know.
it in. Keep
Sure.
it in.
Lovely.
5, 6. Wait, what did I do wrong?
No, you just missed this part.
I did.
Yeah, it is.
5, 6, 7, and boom, ha, boom, point, up and sit, do da ha, and a boom, ba, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Get ready for the partner work. D, 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 and a pose. 2, 8.
Lovely.
That was the fastest
Really?
non-dancer pickup.
Yeah.
Because you actually have all the styles, you know?
I wasn't conning you. Like, I've been a non-dancer. I've been a dancer, but I've not danced.
See,
for
he
the
lied.
longest
He
time.
lied to me. I knew it. I knew it.
No. I have just danced enough for the longest
No,
time.
I could tell.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know dance, there's no way that you get that funk and that
funk, yeah.
timing and the pickup and the remembering. So, kya baat hai?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Dude, come on. I mean, this is the best thing, right?
Yeah, you
This is the
nailed
best
it.
thing.
Do you
I
like
just
it?
want to dance again.
You want to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay, last time.
Let's do it
And-
once more.
A 5, 6, 7, and boom, ha, dee, ha, dee, back and a sit and a boom, 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 around 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and boom, ha, dee, boom, na, and da, ha. Hey, let's go.
That is so cool.
So fun. I like
much
it.
Fun, so much fun.
That's locking and popping.
I officially have a dance routine set.
And a dance teacher.
And a dance teacher. And who better? Like, literally, who better than her to be doing and making sure that we get it? That was so much fun. Yeah?
Fun, right?
That was so much fun.
Yeah, and the stretching and everything, I feel like we're teaching and we're changing lives right now.
Exactly. We're definitely doing that. We're for sure doing that. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
This was so much fun.
Super
So,
fun.
like, I'll just throw a couple of questions at you.
Okay.
And you can just randomly let me know. Because we've been talking about dance. So, how much, because you've had such a journey, okay? At the movies, otherwise, you started with this blast, like literally the blast that was here in the form of ABCD, and everything has just continued to be great. What has been your learning? Because I say as a person, when you see you started with ABCD, obviously much younger, you don't know what the surroundings are going to be in India and how it's going to be, right? What has been your learning over the years, apart from the fact that people have been sweet and kind?
I think it's all been learning. I truly feel like if I'm not learning and growing, like I don't like life. Like I feel like staying in one place and not evolving is something that like I just feel like this inside.
True.
So somewhere along the way too of like living and growing up in the US and coming here and learning a whole new culture, a whole new food, whole new friends and tax system, like politics and culture and religion and stuff is just the most enriching thing. Makes me think a lot, Americans don't really travel abroad too much. And I'm like, you're missing out on so much. So where I felt like I was learning here, and then equally I wanted to learn as an actor. I went back to New York and I trained as an actor.
Lovely.
And, I worked on myself where, mental health, and I got to learn all these different tools and stuff. And then I wanted to learn love and I found the love of my life.
You're just going to get there. Right?
Yeah, I'm just kind of spoiling, getting all the great things.
Yeah, because before I butcher, it's Tobias, right?
Yeah.
Thank God I didn't butcher the name, because that's such an common thing to do otherwise,
no,
right?
It's okay.
How, you've already talked about the journey, how you met and what, transpired. It's been so lovely. It's so endearing to just see someone fall in love and actually have that innocence, I think innocence is the only lacking thing in terms of romance and, genuine love between two people. What do you believe that connected you with him? And because, see, of course, there's a million things we can, just round up. But there's always that one bit, that one thing.
You know what's really interesting?
Yeah?
I don't think I fully thought this and realized it until you asked me this question. Everyone in India knows my journey. They know my scope of my films and my TV shows and my music videos and everything. He didn't know any of that.
That is lovely.
Isn't that wild? And that's not the reason why, but it's so interesting because it's not like I came with I'm Lauren, I've done and my resume is this and, famous or, this show and that, award and whatever. He didn't know that. He just got to know who I am.
That is perfect.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Because I was going to get to the part. See, because India, I understand, because he would probably be a little off the radar when it comes to what's happening in the Indian entertainment industry in general. So your success and journey here would have been a little alienated to him, understandable. Right. But he didn't even know about the So You Think You Can Dance bit or none of it.
No.
That just boggles me.
It's weird, right?
Because So You Think is a phenomenon.
Yeah, but in India, people really knew So You Think You Can Dance.
Yeah.
In London, where he's from, they didn't know it so much.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually this is really funny, and I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, but when we first got to know each other, I was in Los Angeles at the time, and I saw his content. He's a creative director.
Of course, yeah.
And he posted something that I loved, and I was like, this is something that I want to someone I want to collab with. So I dropped into his DMs, and he was looking down at my Instagram photos, and I had just posted a ton of photos in a bathing suit. Okay. But it was a rainbow bathing suit, which also stands for gay pride.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And so he looked at it and he thought I was a lesbian.
I know where this is going. I know where this is going.
He actually was like, oh shoot, she's beautiful, but I have no chance with her because she's gay. Can you believe that?
Good Lord.
Isn't that hysterical?
That's hysterical.
I haven't said that out loud yet, but that is so funny, no?
That is insane.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not the thing that drove me to him.
Yeah.
It's actually, he is so kind-hearted. He's so honest. He's so himself. And he's the nicest person I've ever met, but also very witty. Like you have to make me laugh to really get to my heart. His one-liners are ridiculous. But he also just, I know he will always protect me and always hold me. And
lovely.
Yeah, he's just the sweetest.
That is fab.
So funny because we told our wedding officiant this story and he was going to put it in his speech at our wedding. And I was like, no way are you saying this at our wedding? Like, it's a funny story, but like for YouTube. Like,
exactly. It's not for the guest to be
at
wondering,
my wedding,
crap.
like...
I understand. No, fair. That is so cool.
Yeah.
And lovely, Lauren, before we take a break and before we move on to, she has to grab a bite. She's been at it since morning and so loving and so sporting to be doing that. But I want to know from you that now you're back here.
Yes.
Right? And you were doing these visits. You're obviously interacting with the media and of course through us, with the fans as well, who've known you, who've missed you and everything. What is your sole aim? There's not really, like, you don't have an aim in a way that, okay, I want to do this and that's why I'm doing this. But there is a vision. There is a vision for things.
I really, really want a really stunning song. I feel like I've done music videos and film songs and stuff. And a lot of my music videos were always with a guy, a Badshah, a Hardy Sandhu, like Varun, like, where I can make them look really good. But I want that really feminine, that solo female song that I feel like in this avatar, like this new avatar that I have and stuff, I just feel more girly and I feel more feminine. I'm like, oh, maybe because my love growing up was always hip hop and that hard-hitting stuff. But maybe like this is my journey that now I've landed here. And so I want to see this new avatar on screen like that. So I want a stunning song, female driven. Hello, where are you?
Lovely. All the makers, creators out there. This is an obvious, there cannot be a better appeal than that because I love it. I love the idea of it, that what you're planning to do, what you're planning to do.
And I've just heard I was in Dubai recently and someone in my cab was like, hey, you're Lauren, like ABCD, Badshah. And I was like, that's so funny. Yeah. And he goes, we miss you so much. Like, and I hear it a lot, like the dancing and the songs and the vibes and stuff, and I'm like, I'm equally missing it as well.
True.
So I'm like, oh, I want to give that. If my fans and people are missing it, I'm like, I'm here, I'm excited. Like, I've had a journey. I think I've always just followed my heart.
Super.
If I grew up in the US and I became big in the US, you think I'm a bit nuts to have left and come to India.
Correct.
And this is what's hard for people, that if you're Indian and you've seen my whole life, you think I'm a bit nuts that I went back. But I'm like, everyone really lives with their families here.
True.
And so you see your families, and for so long, I'm like, I don't even know my parents anymore. And I'm like, I'm a human first.
Absolutely.
Like, I have so much trust and faith in myself, in my talent and my drive and my work ethic that I can go and I can actually see my parents.
True.
So I don't get to the end of my life and I've missed
Regret
that.
it.
Yes. And then I wanted to find love, and then COVID had hit and like all this stuff.
Yeah.
So life has taken me, I've danced through it, and I am just happy and healthy and ready to do some great things.
Fabulous. Just perfect, absolutely perfect. I say this because the intentions are clear.
Yeah.
They're pure. And none of it is, bound by some, let's say that people are telling you to do something or anybody else is telling. It's your calling. It's your calling, right?
I told somebody, a big agent I know. I was in London a couple months ago and they were introducing me to some big people. And they're like, Lauren, like when she was in India, she had a chokehold on an entire generation and she did this and this. And he was talking me up like crazy.
Correct.
And he goes, and then one day she just left. And he goes, wait, now that I think about it, he goes, that may be the most badass thing about her. And I was like, there it is. Like,
absolutely.
I follow my heart. We don't have a handbook on life. No one tells you what to do. I do think there's a bit of a linear, people want to hit this and that and this and that. And I'm like, I want to go with what my heart says.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That is perfect. And now we just go on, have a conversation continued. And that will be over a cup of coffee. Thank you for
great
this.
dancing.
So much Thank you.
And now with dancing, so you did the warm up. Now you have to do the cool down as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so you do a little cool down.
Right.
It feels so good, a little stunning. And now take it all the way around, open up your heart.
Oh,
And then give yourself
I
thanks.
heard a lot of pops, but they're worth it.
Yay.
They're worth it. Thank you.
Amazing.
Lovely.
Cute. Yeah, you definitely know how to dance.
Guys, welcome back. And I say welcome back because y'all have seen a bit of it technically. It's all gonna, edit it in a way that it's gonna make us look, at least make me look doofusy. I don't know about, in general, the overall vibe of it. But yeah, now we are like, I've caught my breath enough to be sitting, and now we're just gonna enjoy a lovely conversation, continue with Lauren. Hello again.
Hello. I thought you were cracking a joke in the beginning because
Yeah.
you said welcome back, and I did a song in Welcome Back
Yeah.
too. I was like, oh
I
no,
did
that
want to
wasn't a joke.
reference that. I did
Yeah.
want to reference that, but I'm like, okay, there, but that's
Yeah,
too
it's
much
so
wordplay there. Let's just get on with it rather. Okay, lovely. So, Lauren, I mean, we already sort of touched upon, marriage, partner. It's so lovely. But I cannot get over the lovely pictures that you've posted in Bali. And I say this even more. So, I got married in December. And we went
You
to
did?
Bali.
You just got married?
Yeah, I
Oh,
just got
stop
married in
it.
December.
Wow.
And we went to Bali as well.
Wow.
So it just hits me even more. I saw you, doing the ATV thing and all those things. I just want, like, it can be just two of us just randomly bonding over Bali right now. But I want to understand that because I guess a lot of things that you did for the first time perhaps, and to be doing it with your partner is so much more fun, right?
Fun.
But how was it? Like, how was the entire thing?
So Bali, it is funny because we got married in Italy.
Yeah.
So it's like the weirdest thing. Like, how did we just end up in Bali? But I've always wanted to go to Bali. It's kind of one of those things that in my head, I was like, you get married and you honeymoon in Hawaii or Bali or Thailand.
Yeah.
But there's something about Bali that kind of made me feel connected to India. I think maybe the Hinduism, like over there. And
Right.
But the culture, the food, the people, like just as warm as here.
True.
Weren't they?
Absolutely. And that is what I had a feeling as well, because when we and my wife, we went, and we used to, because you think you also try to narrow down to places, okay, let's go here, let's go there. But Bali was something because, the best thing, it engulfs everything. There's adventure, there's nature,
Right.
there's everything. Like, so you get like a whole gamut of everything in one place, and the people were genuinely
People
so
were
sweet.
amazing. We didn't, I think maybe we didn't have the typical, if there is
Yeah.
a typical Bali thing, like we were more in the mountains. We went to Sedaman. And it was just in this most amazing villa that we got to sleep. It was like an open air villa where you
Yeah.
hear all the crickets and the frogs
Correct.
and the sounds. And I'm like, when do you really fall asleep under the stars?
Lovely.
Like the bathroom, it was crazy. I actually forgot to take a photo or video of
Yeah.
it, but it was like in the middle of like nothing. Like I was
I
like,
get it.
oh,
Yeah.
when you just want to feel like a human, like on this planet, and not really have all the house and the concrete and stuff. I'm like, this is different. It was
different.
cool.
And it's the best. I think
Yeah.
I'm sure you cherish it already, and I cherish it
fun.
even more. So
I
we
know.
were talking that, and the best part is you can always go again.
I know.
It's not one of those things that, okay, ho gaya, like, you've covered everything.
Right.
No, there's literally so much more
I know.
there as well.
I know.
Fantastic,
Aw.
lovely.
I can't believe we have that in common. That's crazy.
Yeah,
And
genuinely.
congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because my wife obviously knew that, I was gonna have this thing, and she's like, okay, do talk about
Yeah, of
Bali.
course, of
yeah,
course.
I'm like, of course I'm gonna do that.
Sweet.
Lovely. So, now coming back to, in this context, because, and I find it very fascinating, there's these lovely notes about thing that, if you're a dancer, that you're obviously gonna ace dance. I don't know about much about, how Tobias is a dancer or not.
He's not a dancer.
Okay.
The only dancing, actually, he's gonna kill me, but he loves playing his rap music, and then
Oh,
he does
lovely.
like this thing, and it's so cute.
And just shimmies around here and there, yeah?
It's just like this in-crowd. It is so adorable.
Lovely.
But for our wedding, we did a first dance, and I just had so much fun, like teaching him lifts and seeing him do
Yeah.
stuff, and he actually remembered the choreography better than I did. I think
Lovely.
I was just like somewhere else. I'm like, I'll learn it later. But he like had it down, and it was really cool. It
Yeah,
was fun.
because that's exactly what I'm going to ask you. That that when you're a choreographer, of course you're a dancer as well, and of course there's a distinction. There's a
Yeah,
distinction being
different.
a choreographer and
For
being a
sure.
performer, right? But I think it's an innate strictness sort of a thing, that comes to you when you're choreographing otherwise.
A strictness?
A strictness to people. Like for example, if I'm a choreographer, I would try to be a little strict. Okay, no, I understand, but do this, do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the teacher inside of me. And I think where I learned how to dance, like my teachers growing up that were hard on me, like we used to like take turns in classes of being like, it's my turn to ditch class, and you'd go hide in the bathroom on the stall with your feet up. And so after warm up, she would come and she'd try to open the thing. She's like, it's locked, and I'm just sitting there like, don't find me, don't find me.
Boy.
And we would just take turns doing that because the classes were so hard. Like you got pushed so much, you'd cry like being in some of the positions. And I remember us just hating it. And then as time would go on, I'd be like, oh, I'm who I am because of those classes. So somewhere along the way, I love that strict nature. I think I'm learning now too that like not everybody is that person, especially in classes. Not everyone's going for the gold. Not everyone wants to be the big dance star. Some people are here just for fun, for health, for mental, for anything and stuff. So I'm like, to each their own.
True, absolutely. Thank you so much. I really
so
appreciate
much.
it.
So
Thank
sweet.
you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Lovely.